I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you? I bet you I'm back before your rug is finished. I said, I bet you I'm back.
Often in my sleep at night, and what will I look like?
Can you shut up? Can you shut the fuck up?
You're a soft-hearted guy, and the world can be cruel.
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request, this time for Andrew Chilton. For those who are interested in requesting pretty much any type of video, it could be a topic, it could be a reaction, it could be a review, a re-review, random, pretty much anything. Feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for The Jerk 2. Now what The Jerk 2 is, if you remember, there's The Jerk, starring Steve Martin, directed by Carl Reiner, who sadly has passed away. Carl Reiner's a director I enjoyed. I love Summer Rental with John Candy, Summer School with Mark Harmon, Chainsaw. I liked the first movie, The Jerk. This was a made-for-TV flick that seemed like probably was going to be a pilot for a hopeful TV show, but it was a lead-in to something called The New Show. And I'm sitting there going, what the fuck is The New Show?
Good evening and welcome to The New Show. Tonight, starring Valerie Blankfield, Jeff Goldblum, Mark Henry, Steve Martin, Catherine O'Hara, and Dave Thomas. With musical guest, the new edition.
Can I see that instead? Instead of this bullshit? Fucking bullshit. So, this stars Mark Blankfield as the character Steve Martin played in the first movie. Mark Blankfield has been in a couple stuff. He was in Saved by the Bell TV show. You may remember him as the blind guy Blinken in the Mel Brooks movie Robin Hood Men in Tights. He's the star of this, and it's kind of a remake of the first film, because the first film never happened. So it's a sequel, and it's Steve Martin's character, but the first film never happened. Because it starts off, once again, he's a white boy who's adopted to a poor black family, Well, at this time, he knows he's adopted. And then Mark Blankfield, whether it's the director Michael Schultz, and this is the guy who directed The Last Dragon and Car Wash. Maybe it was the script, or just Mark Blankfield wasn't the right fit for this, but he just comes off as irritating, annoying, a fucking clown shoes, irritant. Nowhere near the fun, the humor, the charm that Steve Martin brought in the first movie. And he's just irritating. He's annoying. I mean, the beginning of the film is literally a bunch of clips to the song Melvin, which the jingle, you could tell if there was a TV show, that's the jingle that would be playing. And it's showing a bunch of clips of his outlandish adventure. I'm like, wow, it's just, you can watch the opening credits and not watch the entire fucking film. Because the opening credits is the film. It's his own spoiler warning. So, this Melvin is a fucking idiot, yet again. He's looking at the chickens. He thinks a baseball is a fucking egg, a chicken egg. These kids want him to wipe the nose from this bull because he's sick. So he goes in there, but he actually does help the bull. And like, how did he do that? Of his family, one of his brothers is Larry B. Scott from Revenge of the Nerds. And then he's not in the film much. As my voice attracted him, talking about this. And there's some recognizable people in this. I mean, like I said, holy shit, there's Larry B. Scott. Later on, he faces off against this biker. It's William Smith, the guy who was Conan's dad and Arnold Schwarzenegger's Conan the Barbarian. And he was in Maniac Cop. I'm like, oh shit, it's William Smith. He was the bad guy in the Gary Busey film Eye of the Tiger. You have Ray Walston as this hobo who helps our lead character along the way. Ray Walston, he was in the original TV show My Favorite Martian. He was in the 90s TV miniseries The Stand. Ray Walston's been in a lot of stuff. I mean, he was even in that movie Rad, which I'd rather watch as this. Just so many films. Because it's a comedy that's not funny. The production value is TV quality. It's a bunch of familiar faces. If you've seen a lot of stuff like me, it's familiar faces. Like Ray Walston, like Larry B. Scott, William Smith. Jimmy Walker from Good Time makes an appearance. Martin Mull, who's in Mr. Mom, he makes an appearance. And Martin Mull was also, I think, Colonel Mustard in Clue, the movie. And it's him going from point A to point B because he's pen pals with this lady who's getting married. And he wants to go see her before she gets married. And the lady's Stacey Nelkin. She was in Halloween 3 with Tom Atkins. And one of the stars of Halloween 3. And I like Halloween 3. It's an underrated film and way better. I mean, there's just so many films you just say are better than this. So many sequels you just say are better than this. So many comedy sequels even. This is such a pointless, useless endeavor. No one was asking for a sequel to The Jerk, let alone one without Steve Martin. No one was asking for a possible TV show to The Jerk. Just so many times they would try, a comedy would be successful, and in this case they made a TV movie. Other cases they would try to make a TV show. For example, there's a pilot for Clerks. Yes, a TV show of Clerks. There's a fucking pilot. Didn't get far. It was fucking awful. Ferris Bueller's Day Off had a TV show. Working Girl. Remember that movie? That had a TV show. Uncle Buck had not one, but two fucking TV shows that didn't last long. I'm Weird Science had a TV show. Bill and Ted. had a live-action TV show as well as a cartoon. The list goes on. And very, very, very rarely do you have one that, oh, this is a successful show. A successful comedy show based on... Very few. Because when people see it, all they're doing is being reminded of the movie, and the movie has bigger budget, so it's going to have better production quality, and especially at that time, nowadays, a high-caliber actor or comedian, they're fine with going to TV. I mean, even at this point, the new show, which premiered after this, had Steve Martin and Jeff Goldblum, and I think that tried to be like an SNL type of show. It didn't last long. And Steve Martin, is that your producer? It's probably more like, hey, give me some money, I'll allow you to do it. I'm not talking much about the plot, because there's just random events leading up to it. None of them funny. I was like begging for a laugh. Begging for a fucking laugh watching. Please, make me laugh. Make me something. Make me dinner. Make me a food for thought. I don't know, just make me something, man. Just the type of jokes you have is your lead character going to the train track and going, hey, which track is to the city? Oh, it's right over there. Okay, so, he actually jumps on the track and starts walking up the track. Does he get it? He's waiting for the train track, but to him, he thinks walking on the train track is how you get to the city. Oh, and then that's where he meets Ray Walston and these hobos. And then the thing with this is the lead character's really good at playing cards. Almost like a Rayman quality of playing cards. Ray Walston sees it, so he takes him from A to B. Like, takes him to these bikers named William Smith. He gets pissed that he's losing. The lead character's, oh, let me calm you down. Here's some lemon pie. Oops, I tripped and landed on his face. Time to laugh in the fucker's face. No. That's the thing, like, Steve Martin is a talented guy. Carl Reiner was a talented director who has worked in comedy before and after. Like I said, Summer Rental and Summer School, 2 films I highly enjoy. Wish Summer Rental had a Blu-ray with John Candy. I wish it did. You have scenes in that movie like Steve Martin getting shot at, and he thinks the sniper's hitting the cans. Someone stay away from these cans. It's the way Steve Martin showcases his demeanor, the way he says the line, the way he acts. It helps make that scene funny. And also, considering the title's called The Jerk, you could technically say, at one point Steve Martin becomes a jerk because he gets rich, and then he's full of himself, so he starts acting like a jerk, and then, things happen. Here, this character never ever acts like a jerk, so even the title doesn't make any fucking sense. Why is it called The Jerk, other than the fact it's a sequel to the first? Well, might as well call it a remake to the first. A TV remake. When is he ever a jerk? And a movie called The Jerk 2. T-O-O, as in he too is a jerk. Not really. He's never a jerk. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. It's like my voice doesn't want me to talk about this film. My voice decided to take a walk on the wild side and said, you know what, gets his hat, suitcase, I'm going to leave you here. You deal with this on your own. I don't want to talk about this comedy. I don't want to talk about this sequel. I don't want to talk about a movie. Hey, you made me watch, like my voice box is going, you know what, motherfucker, you made me watch something I didn't get to laugh. That's one of the things with the voice I would like to do is laugh. We could have been watching a bunch of comedies. We could have been watching Jim Carrey's Ace Ventura Pet Detective. Actually, that's a request. A little bit later, so at least we have that to look forward to. Dumb and Dumber, all sorts of comedies of John Candy and Bill Murray and Robin Williams and Chris Farley. But you made me sit through this stuff and I didn't get to do anything. Well, I'm sorry, voice. Can you please come back so I do the review? I'll make it up to you later. How? I don't know, I'll call 6 hotline. Okay, made the deal. Alright. I'd rather talk about some stupid random shit like that. Oh, he accidentally spilled the pie on the guy's face. I watched the Three Stooges if I want to deal with pies. Or eat a moon pie. So, Ray Walston and him continue their journey. Get to Vegas. They were Jimmy Walker. Play poker with him and Martin Mull. They win. Ultimately, gets the guy where he needs to go. Stacey Nelkin from Halloween 3. Her fiance, I don't remember what fucking accent he had. He's a cheating asshole. Our lead character's goofing with the lady, having fun. Then at one point, he's in a park and a musical breaks out. Oh no, you're not sick, you're just in love. I don't know why the fuck this all of a sudden became a musical. But it just did, and it's never a musical before or since. So then the family, you find out Stacey Nelkin's family are racist. Because with all the hijinks that happen, the reason they kick him out is he gets a picture and they find out he was adopted into a black family. Great, Stacey Nelkin's family is racist. Fuck the family then. I don't even know if she apologized for her family. It's just this goofy, unfunny hijinks. At one point the lead gets caught, or the bad guys, so they don't let him ruin the wedding, because he knows the motherfucker's a cheating asshole. Ray Walston's like, we gotta help our friend, and you give this like 2-minute serious speech about the difference between a hobo and a bum. Like this 2-minute serious speech that just seems almost out of place. Yeah, I'm like, okay, there's really nothing that funny about this scene. You're just the hobos. Yeah, we're gonna do something. Ray Walston is dressed in a clown outfit. Get the lead. They get chased while in an ice cream truck. They stop the wedding. Our lead and the girl escape in a hot air balloon. Oh my god, I kissed? I've never done that before. I mean, like, this is the first time I've done it. And then another kiss. And this is the second time I've done it. And then it ends with the song, Melvin. The reason this doesn't work is, number one, this is a lazy, unfunny, lackadaisical script that was a cash grab. And a weak cash grab at that. Again, you want to make a sequel that has... It's not a sequel, it's just a remake. A remake as in... I mean, it's not a shot-for-shot remake, except the fact he has an adopted family at the beginning, but then everything else is pretty different, so I guess you got that. But yeah, Mark Blankfield, I don't know if it's because he just doesn't work as a lead, he works better as a supporting role, like in Robin Hood Men in Tights, or again, the way the character's written. It's funny, Brad Jones, the Cinema Snob, reviewed this, and he mentioned the guy almost sounded like a lazy Forrest Gump. Yeah. My name Melvin. Mama always said about chocolates, never know what you're going to get. It just, he's an irritant. He's not funny. And the hijinks are just lazy, piff, paff, fliff, flaff, fluff. But I'm watching, I don't know, what are we really supposed to be laughing at? Oh, he's good at poker, but then he accidentally spilled a pie on someone's face. He moves around like a monkey in heat. Oh, golly gee, whoa. I'm like, are you trying to be the jerk, or are you trying to be fucking Goofy from Disney? See, Cinema Snob mentioned Forrest Gump. To me, it seemed like his inspiration for this character is Goofy. Now that I think about it, with some of his demeanor and some of his voice. I'm surprised he didn't say gosh. And again, because of lack of budget, because of the lack of scope, there's not any big scenes, a big spectacle, or big pratfall that deals with really solid stunt work. That if you want to go for the slapstick comedy, there's not much in terms of timing. It's like, hey, Ray Walston, he's in a clown outfit. That's funny. No. Hey, this is Jimmy Walker. He's there just to play cards for a scene or two. Okay. Dynamite? I mean, he doesn't say that, no. But just, it's like Stacey Nelkin, I never really get to see why she would fall in love with this character. And even Steve Martin's character did even accidentally smart things. Like he invented the device, the Optograb. This guy never does that. Like he never... I guess, again, this movie's version is that he's good at playing cards. And yet it's called The Jerk, and he never becomes a jerk. So even that is like... There may be someone who... Because, let's face it, in the world of today, they may not know a lot of old movies. A lot of the older films of the 70s and such. So, there'll be a lot of time... Because I have to get into that mindset of... There could be someone who's 20 years old... That... You know, they grew up with the internet and they just have... all this wealth of movies and video games and all sorts of stuff you can do. So, they're not going to know... I'm like, how do you not know this movie? Because, back in the day, we had... an isolation... of our entertainment. We did. We were isolated in the fact of we had a couple channels on TV growing up. Okay, then maybe we got more and a few more, but still, even though you have a few more channels, like, you can't really control what's on at what point. It's still at the whim of how they program schedule-wise, so thus you go... And there were not streaming services and, oh, watch this and watch that on the internet, download it. No. Go to the video store and you look around at all the VHS and all the DVD covers. You do that, and then you go there once a week. Once every 2 weeks. Go with deals. And then you're able to stack up a library of knowledge on movies. That's how a lot of us did it back in the day. My whole point of this is... There may be someone that's flipping through, I don't know, some kind of service. They see this film, and they don't know it's a sequel or a remake. I keep saying sequel, but The Jerk 2. Oh, 2, like, you know, Dumb and Dumber 2, but Jerk 2, okay, what's the deal with this? They don't watch it, and while they're watching, they're going, okay, why is he called The Jerk? He's not really that much of a jerk. He's annoying, but he's not really a jerk. Is that synonymous with moron? Is jerk synonymous with idiot? I think even the tagline is, he's not a jerk, he's an idiot or something. He's just not a jerk, then why is it... I'm just... As if that's the biggest fucking deal with the film. I don't know, even the bottom of the barrel part of the script fails, I guess is what I'm getting at. So, yeah, The Jerk 2... Yeah, it's a very forgettable sequel. And that's the biggest thing. It's an unfunny sequel, and it's a completely forgettable film. No wonder no one would remember this film. No one would want to see more of the adventures of this character. And that's another thing. Like the first Jerk, I won't say there's an edge to it, but a little bit. There's a little bit. You know, it wasn't. I wouldn't call the Jerk a kids film. You know, there's a bit where he falls in love with the girl at the circus, and he finds out what sex is. This one is much more of a family-friendly movie. Much more of a family-friendly. So, that, I guess maybe I'd call edge, is taken away from it. So you don't even have that. So you have a safer space, family-friendly version of the Jerk with, I hate to say it, a less talented lead for a comedian. And a unfunny script and cheap meh production value. So that's it. So if that's it, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.